So he set it down on a coffee table, and above him was the ceiling fan, right? And he wasn't wearing the wrist strap, like I already said. And so when it said, draw, he picked up the Wii remote, but he picked it up so fast that he threw it upwards. Fun, fun, fun. And, because the ceiling fan was right above him, it hit the ceiling fan, right? And I was walking over to my other friend to say something to him, and I'm like, hey, do you wanna blah, blah, blah? And... But, my friend who threw the thing up towards the ceiling fan, he's like, watch out! And he probably shouldn't have said that because it made me turn to look at him. And I saw the Wii remote flying through the air. And it comes and it hits me directly in the eye. And I'm like, ah, what the heck was that? And all my friends start laughing at me and they made fun of me forever and ever. Yeah. That is a very cool story. I imagine you think the same. But, yeah, it was pretty hilarious. And then I kind of wanted them to use the wrist strap on that game from that point forward. But it's pretty hard to use the wrist strap in that game because of how fast everything's moving. Whoops, did not mean to blow him up. Let's get the Spriteling, come on. Other than that, I don't really have too many stories to tell, I don't think. This mountain is big, huh? Collecting the treasure is really rough, and yeah, he's right about that. This is where it gets hard, like I already said. Anyway, come down here along this narrow path. Be careful, don't fall. Oh, for these things, you just have to dash attack into them, and it'll reveal a turtle. Turtle power! A Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. Oh, this one's just like Simon Says. The order the blocks get lit up in, go ahead and punch them. Punch! Falcon Punch! But yeah, that one's not that bad. In a later level, I think it might be the next one actually, you have to do like 12 of those blocks instead of just 5 or whatever that number was. So that's a little bit harder, but yeah, just use that strategy, hit the switch, and hit them just as they light up. So you don't have to actually use your brain, use your thinker. Speaking of, oh, these are Faddingtons, they'll like randomly spawn kinda. They look like big scoops of mint chocolate and strawberry ice cream, I guess. Vanilla on the top. But they will bounce you off if you try to hit them or do anything, so be careful, especially in an ice level. But yeah, speaking of using your thinker, and my thinking chair, my notebook, and my handy dandies, whatever. But I have had to start summer reading for pre-AP and AP classes. And yes, multiple classes, and it is not going to be good times. I actually don't mind school when school's actually in, but come on, don't ruin my summer. It was supposed to be just me and my Wario. Why on earth did I do that? Anyway, go ahead and break the icicle! Don't break the ice, that is the best party game of all time. Better than anything else, and that is kind of what best of all time means, doesn't it? Well, throw the snowman. Yeah, God, I wish they had come up with some better enemies for this area. I don't know if I've been over here yet. Oh wait, this is where I came from. Whatevs. There's the treasure chest. A good thing I didn't forget it. And yay, shortcut. I shortcutted my way up here and hit that purple button. I am the coolest person. But yeah, otherwise you'd have to go through a bunch of climbing stuff. But I recommend you do that. Maybe. I'll go back and show you the real way, or check for treasure pads or something. But yeah, I always love snow levels. I think I've said that before in both of my other Let's Plays. And honestly, you know, now that I know how to edit videos, even though I don't show it much in this Wario World Let's Play, I've been working on editing something that you guys will see in a while. Have patience, crocodile. I've been working on editing something, and I'm thinking about redoing my Super Mario 64 Let's Play, or at least adding, like, Star on Demand menus. Because it's kind of... For how overdone of a game Super Mario 64 is, I really don't stand out from the crowd. My commentary there was more walkthrough-y than anything, and there's nothing wrong with that, I guess, but I at least want to put Star on Demand menus in, so maybe expect those within 100,000 years. Oh, that is bad Fattington right there. Bad Fattington. Go to bed without supper. Hehehe. Whatever, but they'll place it right. Okay, maybe if you just wait for it to disappear, you won't have to deal with it. That works. But they place it right there, so you'll have to jump around it when you come to it. That's another mechanic I like about this game. Not Fattingtons, but Wario can jump up ladders rather than just climb them. Because climbing ladders is one of the worst things about the GameCube in all of its games. Star Fox Adventures, you climb ladders super slowly. I think Wind Waker, you climb them somewhat kinda slow. I might be hallucinating or something, but I don't know, I liked Wind Waker. Wind Waker was very windy. I remember when I was a kid, I was always scared to get the Ballad of the Gales. Or Gallad of Christian Bale, whatever. God, why do I keep jumping to this stupid hole down here? That's mean, don't be mean. Yahoo! Said Wario. But yeah, I always remember being scared of going into that gigantic cyclone, and that is a totally irrational fear, because when you're a small child, you're not supposed to be scared of gigantic swirling cyclones that want to eat your mind. Are we on track? Yeah, we are. That looks about right. I don't want to have a redo of the wonky, wacky circus. Why am I carrying this guy? Is there anything up there? Yes, there is. There is a trapdoor. Why am I? But yeah, it's really easy to get lost in this area too. It's mapped very, very well. God, I love that. You can see Wario's like reflection. That it's semi. Of course, I drop him when I just want to show something off. But you can see Wario's reflection in this. There's like slidey mechanics, but not to the point where it's overly intrusive on how the level controls. Ah, this game is polished so incredibly well. There's like perfect reflection off all the surfaces. Well, I wouldn't say perfect, but pretty good reflection off all the surfaces too, so it looks pretty. Ah, this game is so underrated. It's crazy. That's one of the reasons I'm doing it. Yeah, but I might. No, I think Paper Mario and this one are great. Are not greatly done. That sounds almost self-centered. Yeah. But Paper Mario and this project are done well enough so that I won't. Well, might redo them in the future, but Paper Mario and this project are edited to my standards. So, and I should stop talking about my projects because I don't like it when people just do that for an entire video because it makes them sound like obsessed with their own fame or whatever. Not that I'm nearly famous. But there are some people who just do it for the fame, which is kind of dumb. I mean, Let's Play? Why would you play video games if it wasn't for fun? I mean, seriously. I mean, subscribers are nice to gain on YouTube, but I'm not going to rant about certain people who troll certain other people here. That is a topic for another era, generation, whatever. And by generation, I mean 20 minutes from now. And knock the Fattington out. Yeah, you can actually pick these guys up, but apparently they're really, really, really kind of heavy for Wario. Wario must be incredibly strong. I mean, he can pick up a gigantic dinosaur with 2 hands from the bottom, swing it around about 30 times. Yeah, Wario's just a... that wasn't good. Should probably talk about that, too. Yeah, apparently I may or may not have contracted or are getting bronchitis. It kinda sucks, because when I cough, my not lungs, but tubes leading up to my lungs or whatever are like, oh, like burning. But it's really not that bad. I don't really cough as often as I thought I would, as you might think you would with, just shake the control stick to unfreeze yourself, as you might think you would with bronchitis or something like that. But we don't even know if it's bronchitis, that's just my mom's assessment of things. And I'm pretty clueless medical-wise, I'm not great at this. And why is there a fish in the snow? Why is there a fish in the snow?